Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Go-To Food Podcast, brought to you by Blink, the UK company revolutionising the POS game. Today we're joined by an absolute legend of screen, a BAFTA award-winning writer, actor, a beautiful man wearing matching tracksuits. He's looking incredible. It's the Mai Tai we've just been hearing off camera, which is keeping him in shape. Best known to some as MC Grindah, from the Genius People Just Do Nothing, but over the last couple of years has forged his way into the food world beautifully through his genius online food docs with Kieran and Marcus, aka the Taste Cadets. I saw you guys recording just on the weekend gone by. What were you up to?
We were just doing it East London because we just it's mainly like a travel thing, I guess, so that we're learning at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like learning through different cultures through the vehicle of food, I guess. But we just realised we haven't really done much on our doorstep, so it was quite strange, like walking through East London. Even just being like, make sure you get those cut. Like we know it all, but it's like whoever doesn't needs to feel like they're. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're in Vietnam or whatever. It was a funny one.
Where were you? What were you?
Oh, we went to a place called Hong Viet for some Banh Mi. And we know them there, so we made them with them and stuff, which is cool. And then they sat some plastic chairs out for us on the side of the street, so we could feel like we're in Vietnam. Everyone looking like hipster twats. There's literally a place inside the restaurant.
But have you not just got back from Vietnam?
That was like last year. Last year was. Oh, sorry, no, I did separately. In January I went for it first. Because
you're obsessed with banh mi's, right?
Yeah, I love banh mi. To me, it's a favourite sandwich. Yeah, it's the best. Like, there's nothing that comes.
What makes them so beautiful?
It's just everything, man. It's just like hits every flavour profile. Yeah. The bread is the number one thing. Do you know what I mean? And they're so light that you can batter like 3 of them. Do you know what I mean? And feel fine. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like. And it's good. It's good food, and it's not like bread full of preservatives.
Have you explored the range of banh mi? Because depending where you go, right? Pate or different meats or like 100%.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, there's still so much I need to learn, and believe it or not, I'm not Vietnamese. I'm shocked you. Yeah,
that's surprising.
Like the wrong fucking bloke.
But
whole script.
but what I did learn, like you do in any country, in like Italy's the same. Like different regions like focus on different things, like depending on what's grown there, what was available to them. Like a lot of the banh mi's in the central part of Vietnam are spicier, like the food's spicier. You have like pork belly, like Da Nang's known for like Thich Nung pork belly banh mi's, which are amazing. Like I think the original banh mi would have come from pate, cold cuts, obviously from what the French had left there. And these are just, I guess, progressions in the banh mi's. You know what I mean?
So for those who don't know about Taste Cadets, give us a bit of an oversight, because you sort of came through your obsession and love for Bourdain, right? Yeah,
for sure, man. Like growing up, I grew up with Kieran. Kieran's one of the people in Taste Cadets. We went to school together. We've known each other since we were 14. And I mean, it was mainly off the back of like smoking loads of weed and being starving all the time. We'd just eat. But eat shit, you know what I mean? He came from a family with not much money in the first place, so didn't really eat out. I came from like an immigrant family where it's just only eat at home because we've got food that we've cooked. So then we started getting more like, oh, this is sick. Like we've got our own money from, however we were getting it back then. And it just became a thing. And then he kind of, he got a French girlfriend and sort of left to like live around the world, like lived in France, worked in kitchens, lived in a chicken coop in Thailand, teaching Burmese refugees, lived in Argentina, learnt Spanish, so, you can imagine like what we were like when we were younger. So like he could barely speak English in the first place, do you know what I mean? And then like becomes a man of the world, which is great. And at the same time, I was building up my career, becoming an actor, which was so weird for him because that's not, what we came from or whatever. And then we always said, it became a thing where we'd meet up somewhere in another country and, connect through food and learning about cultures through food. And then we were just like, we love Bourdain and stuff. It'd be great to do something like this one day. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of on the telly and I've got a little following. Like, could actually just, do you know what I mean? And then you end up moving back and we just kind of went for it. And it's been a process because like I don't want it to change into something it shouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I've always wanted, because you must get approaches. I mean, in the beginning, you probably could have taken it to a production company, but I'm guessing you wanted the freedom to kind of...
Those sort of things did happen, but it became like... And I mean, to be honest, I'll be honest, like, I don't want to be content and like, none of that. like I just wanted it to be a TV show. Do you know what I mean? A documentary. Yeah, not like factual entertainment, like wacky, just a documentary. If there's some sort of comedy that can just come from friends, like talking, like it's not staged. But when I brought it, like especially early on, it would be like me trying to pitch two of my mates from school to go, can we just travel the world? You give us loads of money. They're like, so then they'd be like, what if like you've got to get a chili from the north of Vietnam to the south of Vietnam? And it's like, do you know what I mean? It's so contrived, and that's fine. Those shows are great for what they do, but that's not what I wanted to do, innit? So I guess it was just a way of doing it ourselves. And at the end of the day, it's just like it needs to be. It needs to be like what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, but we're in the process of, trying to get it
talking about getting stoned and like eating.
Yeah.
What were you eating back in the day? And like, have you now become a bit? I don't know if you're still getting stoned, but like, have you improved your culinary stoning? Because the first problem is the laziness, but sometimes that can really wreak creativity in a beautiful way.
That is true. Like, yeah. There's some mad, but do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't blaze anymore. I came from like I say, like my dad was Kurdish from Kurdistan in the north of Iraq, and my mum's Czech, and so it was always about, I guess, conserving money and eating at home, and like food and cooking was like a massive part of home life, but it would pretty much only be Czech, Kurdish or Arabic food, like that's it. Do you know what I mean? And like the odd bolognese or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like English food. So like when I started my own money and smoking weed, it was all about just takeaways and like, do you know what I mean? Just like, sick, just kebabs, just eating out and like. But then it would also be stuff like, freezer food. That was the thing when I go around English people's houses, like, that's exotic, that's banging, blaze out your mind and having 20. Me and Kieran would literally bat like 50 sausages each. Do you know what I mean? Like that would just be like while you're waiting, sort of thing. And then it's got the nuggets from the oven, like put a whole can of beans. Like it was. One time I ate like I used to have a free yard as well a lot because obviously international family, they would be going away in the summer. One time I ate so much that the food was itching in my throat, like it was like that, and it was like a projectile just came out.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was mental back then, like just like waiting on something in the microwave while something is in the oven while eating like fucking frankfurters in pita bread, just crazy. Yeah. I put on a lot of weight.
Yeah, I bet.
I did see the YouTube series. You look slightly different shape to you do now.
On Corruptive. Yeah. I was round. Yeah, I was round. I looked like I'd bite your nose off.
Yeah.
I looked harder then, but not as gorgeous.
You did. That's true.
Is what you're thinking.
Yeah. When did it start to be like the interest in other food? Like, I don't know what part of London.
Yeah. So
it
was
like the other communities, other foods that were there, and like.
Yeah, it was. The thing is, if you ask Kieran this question, the first time he would have, he's from Scotland originally, and obviously it's mainly the food that he has whatever at home and stuff like an Indian or a doner, do you know what I mean, or Chinese. So like the first time he would have tried, that's how we bonded as well. Like I'd be actually quite ashamed when I was younger because I was like predominantly white working class area, and like if friends came round, I'm like, put pizza in the oven, it's embarrassing, it stinks to them. Do you know what I mean? When there's like a sick lamb stew on the side, do you know what I mean? And then Kieran's the only guy that would like break through that barrier. No, I want to try this. Do you know what I mean? And like that's how we kind of connected, but it wasn't until later in my life, like mid-20s and that, where I started going to restaurants and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, and actually, because money and also just like, I guess like education maybe, like you don't think that you can, sort of thing. Like I think the first time I went to like a restaurant that wouldn't have been like, I don't know, in Tenerife with your family or whatever, would have been like a Jamie's. Do you know what I mean? Like in my like early 20s, because my mate was a manager there, and I'm like, oh sick, fuck, it's expensive, but we'll go and have a Jamie's. Yeah. And I remember the antipasti board came, and I was like, oh sick, a boiled egg, that's pretty cool. And it's obviously mozzarella, But it was quite sweet. I was quite sort of uneducated on food outside of my home. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's why I guess it became a thing. Like. Yeah, I went to Thailand. Thailand would have been the first big trip in like, I don't know, 23 years old or something. It's quite late if you think about it, but yeah.
Was that with Hugo and Steve?
Yeah. So actually, weirdly, it opened my eyes to both things. It started that's where we come up with the idea of people just do nothing. Yeah. Just from like riffing characters and stuff. Like, and this was stuff that me and Hugo had already in our sort of smoking together days we'd have done on prank calls and filming each other on camera phones, but bringing it to Steve as a thing. And at the same time, it's me like being like, fucking hell, like there's rats running around that store. Like we actually eat, do you know what I mean? And then trying to like, this is banging. Like the street food's actually like the best, that, you know, like, and that was, it's quite late, you know, 23 years old, you know, and like I had to learn that on that trip. Do you know what I mean?
Apparently Steve's got you guys chucked out of a show there.
Chucked out. Yeah.
What happened
my
there?
days. Yes. So yeah, it was like Hangover, you know, Hangover 2.
Yeah.
Like we got to, I was like, it was like a, whatever, like 12-hour flight. I booked the wrong ticket. So like, you know, the wrong time. So they were there 12 hours before me. And I'm like, fucking hell, man. Like, I haven't even got any weed and I've got to do 12 hours on my own. You're like a proper child when you like blaze all the time. You're actually quite a spoiled little child. I need my weed. Otherwise I might have a headache. And then like, and I was on the plane and I was like, I'm going to have to sleep for at least 2 days when I arrive because I'm really tired. And then I get there and they're like, wee, beers straight away. I'm like, oh, this is actually sick. And then, he was like, we're going to go to a ping pong show. I was like, what's that? And then like back then, obviously, like, and then like, go in and then we all know what a ping pong show is, don't we?
Yeah. You can explain to the listeners.
Okay, well, there's like a lovely athletic lady and she'll get a ping pong ball and she will insert it inside herself. Yeah. And then what I didn't know is that you all get ping pong bats so that you can bat it back. Yeah. And I'm all like sort of not a man of the world yet, shorts on, so a bit worried about it touching my skin, like a bit squeamish. And it's going towards me, I'm like, and she's like laughing. And then Steve's taking it a bit more competitively and then hits the ball and it smacks her in the head.
What?
In the face, and then like she was like started switching, and then like we're like, oh great, and then like some like dark side bar upstairs and shit, like bare security and that, and then you know the way they said the drink was free or whatever, then suddenly it's like a 30. I mean it's 30 quid each. It's not like the end of the world. And then we tried to sort of argue, and then the doors are closing on us. We're like, probably just pay it, man. And we just got dashed out, man.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You've obviously been across a lot of Asia, South Korea. You filmed in Japan, but apparently you're not a man who likes seafood. That's your sort of.
Not,
no. So I mean, how do you survive out
there? There's so much more to it, man.
But I mean, like, surely you're forced to like try the beautiful.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? I don't like seafood, but I do. But I do eat fresh sashimi in Japan.
Oh, yeah.
I only eat that. I'm joking. But no, like that's where I try it, and I'll be like, oh, okay, like it's taste of nothing really. It's pretty clean, taste of nothing. Got to try it while I'm out here. Would I prefer it to a lasagna? No. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's quite funny on the Taste Cadets episode where like, obviously there are certain foods that are interesting and nice to try because the chefs put it together, and but it would be that like, and for you, we've just made you a lovely lasagna. And they're like, oh for fuck's sake, I want that as well. Yeah. It's nice to have a bit of the crudo, but like the lasagna. Yeah. But man, it's there's actually so much more to it. Yeah. I mean, I eat. I eat fish sauce. I eat.
But when you go down to Marseille,
the
fish down there's
that's
amazing.
Tough. Marseille is actually tougher than Asia.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 things on the menu, and like most of them are fish.
Do
you know what I mean? That's where they'll be like, I made you another little. That's exactly the story I'm talking about. They were having raw fish, and I got a nice little spring lasagna. Oh. It was nice, It was on the menu, so I'm like, let's just get a couple of them as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I'll try a little bit, but like, I'm into scallops now, or scallops or whatever you say.
Fair play.
But I like them. Yeah, I like because when I went to Lisbon, I had some miso butter scallops because again, there was hardly anything on the menu. I was like, fuck it, just chuck it. I'm starving. Banging. It tastes like bone marrow to me a bit, like that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Have you had any nightmares? Have you got ill? I mean, you've been to a lot of cities now, a lot of places. Surely you guys are working up one day being like, fuck me, shouldn't have had that.
Yeah. I mean, Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, man. Shout out Mexico. Fire food. But
unbelievable.
When you do like 20 street tacos in one day...
You're playing with fire.
It is Russian roulette. And I'll do it again. Do you know what I mean? It was worth it. But fuck me, it weren't
Can
just
you pinpoint what got you?
Nah, man. I can't.
Blur.
Yeah, because it's not like when you're in Asia and maybe like, I don't know, some of the salad was washed with, do you know what I mean? You are just having street meat, do you know what I mean? And again, and not just the street, look, it's just, it's not, the food's fine, it's just that your stomach might not be ready for it, certain bacteria and stuff, right? And you're putting the hottest sauces on, like, and I can handle the hottest sauces, right, through here. But it might be different. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and you're partying on the side.
Yeah,
God knows
and you're getting older and stuff. Maybe you can't do the same things you did before. Do you know what I mean? And like, it was, I wouldn't mind if it was just like the next day or whatever, but it really ruined. We went down to Puebla, where you know, like a lot of the best chefs in New York are from Puebla. It's like the best food place, and I had to have like fucking bananas and white bread and shit, you know, because I didn't like. I continued, and it was just destroying me. So like 4 days, I'm like dehydrated, still eating salsas. Like probably need to allow it now, man. And like the worst thing, we were on the motorway to Puebla, and then I was like, bruv, I've got to go, man. Pull over. There's a there's a KFC.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me feel like normal back home, KFC. Obviously, that's the worst shit. Anyway, and we run in there, and then, and I go into the toilet, and there's no fucking lid. There's no, what's it called? The seat bit on the toilet. Just the porcelain. But I'm so shaky and tired, and I fucking give a fuck. I'm on it, like, complete, like, so many diseases running up my leg and shit. And then, obviously, it's, like, jet black spray paint, and, like, someone's banging on the door, and, like, talking to me in Spanish. I'm like, sorry! So degrading. Trying to then realise that there's no fucking toilet roll. Try to call someone to help me, one of the boys, no signal. So now I've got to pull my trousers up, go out, get napkins, and come back and wait while the other person's in there. Honestly, man, like, and it's still worth it.
Yeah,
it's still worth it.
So what is the best city you've been to for food, like on your travels?
It's like, for me, it like just like Asia's amazing. Like Southeast Asia for me is amazing, right? Like it would be Vietnam or Thailand or something like we haven't officially done a Thailand thing, but like I've traveled a lot around there, and just like the northern Thai food, Vietnamese food. It's just so, I just love the fact that it's so accessible. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to plan it. It's everywhere. And you don't really, you know, people go to me, what's your recos for Vietnam? Like, bro, like you don't really.
Whatever you're near to. Go and try something.
Because we've done that. We're like, it's got to be this place. It's on the map 45 minutes away. And then the place next to your hotel's fire anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, so. Yeah, it just feels like you can't really go wrong, and it's just fresh, and you feel good as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's probably a bait answer, but that's
it's beautiful.
It's somewhere where, again, probably that's my first place I fell in love with food outside of my culture was Southeast Asia. So maybe it will always have a special place in my heart.
Well, Ben, it's time for a drink. I mean, what have you created for the big man?
Will you have a drink with us? Yeah, I think it's called a silver bullet. But I've done a little twist on it.
Like the Air Max 97s, they're called silver bullets as well.
That's right, yeah.
What's inspired you?
I was inspired by getting sent quite a haul of gin.
Nice. And having to get rid of it, basically.
And I was like, how do we work our way through that? So we've got some beautiful apple gin, and it's got like lemon juice, pomegranate molasses, sugar syrup, egg white. I'm going to shake it up. And it's like a little gin sour.
Sounds beautiful.
Sounds fire.
I think it will be unbelievable.
Well, we've got pomegranate, of course, because of my Middle Eastern heritage. You've thought of it.
Sort of that. As in, it is that, but it's more to link with the food I've made later. I thought. Okay,
nice.
And that is to do with.
Okay.
What's your go-to cocktail if you're out and about?
I'm a tequila man.
Yeah.
That's why I had such a great time in Mexico as well. Apart from that, mezcal. I love mezcal. I don't know, like a simple man mezcal margarita or a nice paloma.
Keeps you up.
It gives me a good buzz. It's like
the mezcal buzz is unbelievable.
It's amazing.
Should be looked into. Like it's better than sort of spending thousands on co-curricular.
100%. It's like you know that feeling of having like one or two drinks and you just killed it. And you go to the toilet, you think I should always be drunk. It's like that. It's that feeling.
It is unbelievable.
It's great. And I like that. I love the smoky sort of taste, and I've recently got into martinis because I'm trying to be a bit more adult. But fuck me, it is like paint stripper unless you put a lot of fucking. If you filthy it up, do you know what I mean?
You need the pickle juice in there, otherwise it's a bit naughty.
What
about pre-dinner? If we're coming around, we always ask our guests, what are you going to be putting on pre the maybe Middle Eastern spread you're going to do for us, but maybe not.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's.
Do you do any like little snacks, little canapes?
No, my girl always has a go at me saying I should have done that because people are hungry when they're chatting and stuff. So I guess like for me, it's usually the main event, but. So it would be stuff like just like a hummus, some jajik, like some things that would go with what I'm thinking for a little bit later. Do you know what I mean? Like some nice bread, like live in East, get some good Turkish bread.
Beautiful.
Give it a little reheat.
Just warm the mouth up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so to mention your girlfriend, high up at Nando's.
Yes.
Can she get us a black card? I mean, what's going on?
The black card doesn't exist.
Really?
What?
Doesn't it?
That's all I'm
It
saying.
does. It
That's all I'm
does.
saying.
She's head of influencer marketing. I mean,
what
I
I'm
don't want
saying.
you to get creeped out by us.
I love that. How much research she's done.
No, but like,
Yeah.
any chance you can sort us out at Nando's? Are they looking to sponsor a podcast?
Okay, we can talk about that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
But I don't know what you're talking about. Black card. I've never heard of that.
Really? Interesting. Okay. Ben, you said they definitely existed.
When was the last time you paid for a Nando?
What about hangover choice then?
Oh yeah, hangover choice.
What are you doing
I
in the
love
hangover?
this question actually. I've seen these are my favourite clips of your guys' stuff, man. Yeah, I don't. The rest of it's just.
Yeah, the rest of it's shit.
I'm joking. No. Obviously, it's great, but I really love this because it's so visceral, isn't it? You can really feel it when someone's talking about it. It's so painful. My hangovers are so bad. Like I feel like I'm allergic to alcohol. Do you know some people's are like Gollum, and then some people's are like they're a bit tired and they're like, I'm a bit hanging. Like, that's not a hangover, man. Like I'm 15 drinks in every time. Like when I do it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or not.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking wine at home. You know what I mean? This is a little, if unless we're having a dinner party or a barbecue, but I'm going in. So my hangover is like, okay, I'll tell you the routine.
Just quick.
Yeah.
Do you plan for it before?
I do,
Or are you like in the hangover and you're thinking, I've got to come out of this somehow?
Man, they're so bad that I'm straight into survival mode.
Okay,
Like I know what's going on. I don't know what's going to come of it, man. Like paracetamols do nothing to me.
Yeah.
Aspirin do nothing to me. It's probably pretty bad, isn't it? Like, but like they take nothing off, right? So I'll do. I'll wake up and. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally like crawling, basically, just like, and like constantly out loud moaning and talking to myself.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, oh, I can't, like this, so like pathetic. Yeah, and then I take a seat while I think about what I'm doing when I get downstairs, get back up. Yeah, hopefully there's some sort of ginger shot situation, or I get some ginger into it because I feel so sick. I feel so queasy. I got a pounding like when you have a migraine and you feel sick. Yeah, it's that every time.
So that cuts through the nausea.
That cuts through the nausea. Yeah. Then I need something so that I can quickly take the pink migraine migraine tablets. They're not even hangover, like the high grade shit. I think it's codeine in it or whatever.
It's good.
Quickly like half a banana or something like, oh, how are you feeling like this? And then, like the opposite of like the cool chefs that come in, bang 2 aspirins, get back in the gym. Thingy. But anyway, so then I do that, take the migraine relief, then I run a bath. Because I know so then it starts like relieving all the fucking pains I've got in my neck. And by the time I finish the bath and then into shower, because I'm not a pig, I don't just lie in my own bath water and not shower.
That's one, two.
By that's like 20 minutes, half an hour, things kicked in. Yeah, migraine relief's kicked in. Okay, that's now I'm ready into hunger mode, right?
Yeah.
So then I'm like, then I start overthinking the shit out of it. Right, if I have a banh mi now, but if later I want a pizza, that's kind of 2 breads, and I start ruining everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But usually what happens is I'll get like a pork belly banh mi, eat that. What I'll do is get it's never how it comes, right? The oven's on, cranked up, get the pork belly banh mi. Get 2 eggs, fry them hard and crispy. Put the banh mi, take everything out of the banh mi, all the greens out of the banh mi, put it in the oven, crisp it up. Get the eggs in, get more mayonnaise and more sriracha and chili oil, put the eggs in, bang, eat it. Starving within 20 minutes later.
That's genius.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fire, but I'm like I can't, like it's like I've blazed 10 zoos. I can eat so much on a hangover. So that I've eaten that and I'm like starving again. And then all I'm doing is like pretending to watch it, but thinking, when's it going to get to about 5ish so I can get my dinner now? Because obviously that's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Then I'll get like a big large yard, the big yard sales.
Yeah.
Proper ones.
Yeah, that's nothing.
No.
That's nothing to me.
No, it
That's a
doesn't touch the
starter.
sides.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. And then so I get the big yard, and I'll get half new porker, and then half just margarita because
Really?
I like to feel like I'm just in New York and having a margarita.
Yeah.
And it's
Don't
not
have
even
restraint.
Yeah, exactly. And again, oven on 240, high, straight up.
Really?
Yeah. Put and then 3 slices at a time. I'll put in the oven and crisp them up.
So you're running a literal New York slice chain in your
I literally
kitchen.
am. Yeah. Literally am. Yeah. Eat that. Yeah, man, and then feel shit about myself, and then can't sleep till 2 in the morning because I'm anxious.
Yeah.
My nerves are shot. Yeah, that's about
Covered
it. That's
in
a
salt.
hangover day. Yeah.
What about if you're at a festival? I mean, you guys do a lot of live music, still performing.
Yeah. Festivals
Is it just back on it?
Festivals just okay, I need to get some food in me so I can take some tablets and feel
Yeah.
better. The worst thing for me in festivals, I know like how much we could talk, but I don't do drugs.
No.
Like I used to like in the rave days growing up, but I don't do anything. So like 3 days at Glastonbury just drinking.
Yeah, it's long.
like you realise what a cheat code it is for everyone else. Do you know what I mean?
I know, I agree.
I'm literally that hangover feeling I'm talking about at home. That's me now in a tent with the sun beaming on me.
Yeah.
So I'm not thinking, what food can I get? And get me something to put in so I can take my tablets. And
it's very hard to stay up past midnight when you're just drinking.
I'm out till 10 in the morning.
Just drinking?
Yep. Drinking and roll-ups.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. But what I can't do is drink like I would when I know I can just go home when I'm spinning out. Do you know
So
what I mean?
what are we drinking? Just mezcal to get you going?
Yeah, I'm drinking beers. And then I'll have a little bottle with me that I've mixed up with tequila and tequila and lemonade.
No drugs in there?
Tequila, yeah. I'll just shove a few pills up my ass, but nothing in my mouth. Nothing in the mouth.
I think that's a good rule.
And that's a good rule. Yeah.
Can you just? Yeah. It might be hard to describe it, but like it's ridiculous standing on stage at Glastonbury. What does that feel like?
It is mad. That's when you really
must like
really
more than the telly stuff and whatever. That must be the thing. You're like, fuck me.
When you're doing the telly stuff, it's a long game to see feel any. I guess reward back.
Yeah.
Not reward, but feel that feeling back from what you're putting out there. But the live stuff is just insane. Like I'm not even saying it because it's me. I'm saying it objectively. It's just insane. Yeah. And like also just being there with your best friends, looking at each other like we always to this day before we're coming out, you can hear the crowd screaming like, "What the fuck are we doing? How did we get here? Like this is insane." Like we did Brixton Academy. We were like. We were fucking around in our bedroom, like, and and you have to remember that. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, it's not promised; it can be taken away at any point. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you really have to appreciate it, and then it's such a rewarding, instant feeling of like connecting with people and the crowd and stuff. So
100%.
Very lucky and it's sort of
so cool.
Well, can you try the beautiful creation Ben's made in your blink glass? And when you do,
oh wow, nice,
froth on it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to say,
silver bullet.
well, you give us some feedback quickly, and then I'm going to do a quick advert.
I mean, it's lemony booze.
That's refreshing, man.
That's
refreshing
right?
as fuck.
Well, today's episode is brought to us by our brilliant friends Blink, the UK-based legends turning the POS game on its head. There are no long-term contracts, no hidden fees, and no per-device charges. If you run a restaurant, you know how painful traditional POS systems can be. They're clunky, slow, and worst of all, they're expensive. But Blink's different. It's the first POS that needs zero training. Your team can be up and running in just a matter of minutes. It's built for real hospitality workflows. It costs just 49 quid a month compared to most, which cost, what 300
quid at least.
300 quid. So save money, no stress, no tech headaches, and use the code GOTOBLINK with a Q to get your first month free. Also, you've heard our guests share their worst days in the kitchen. Now it's your turn. Chaos, sweat, total meltdown, lay it all on us. Each week we'll read out our favourite story in the pod, and after 6 months, the best of the worst wins a full year. Is that right?
Full year of Blink.
Full year of Blink,
You also
completely
get an
free.
iPad.
An
phone.
iPad?
I think you get a car.
Jesus Christ,
I
it's
think
all
Greg
in
will
there.
put down a deposit on a flat. I don't know the exact.
It's an unbelievable deal. But
It's a bloody good deal.
But you definitely get a free year of Blink.
You get at least a free year of Blink.
And they'll get you up and running as well. So slide into our DMs at GoToFoodPod or hit up competition at the GoToPodcastCompany.com. Now, right, back to it. Obviously, we're talking about...
That's fucking good.
Professional, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, Freddie.
Well, we were already speaking about your parents, actually. Let's move on a bit. Did you grow up in Chessington?
Yeah.
What? I mean, known for the theme part. Did you ever work there?
I worked there.
Really?
Yeah, 2 seasons. Oh, I have worked in the kitchen. I worked at the fish and chip shop there.
Really?
I belong on this podcast.
You do?
Yeah?
Hold on,
That's not... chefs. Yeah? I did the
Oh,
gutter. Stinking of fish. Like, and I don't even like fish. You know what I mean?
So
That's
what
not
were you
what put you off.
What were you doing?
I loved fish before. I had lobster bisque every morning. I worked there with... like first season, you call them a season. I worked there with sort of on the games. So like that was the cool job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you're on the basketball bits going like that all day. You fancy a game? Yeah. Don't worry about the money. But it was sick because I probably earned the most money I earned outside of the job I'm doing now, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it's been a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, if you work on tills there, you get searched, yeah? And if you... you know where this is going. If you work on the games, it's a drop box. So instead I just go like that, put it in there, tip all the coins into a what's it called? You know, a drink like a Coke or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can't hear them because there's liquid floating there. Yeah. You come out, you got a little extra 70 quid a day. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's genius.
Big company as well. So do you know what I mean? It's not the little man.
Yeah. Fuck, that's incredible.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah,
you just have to say
could have
that
done
and
that.
It's cool. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That was my bud money. That's my, you know, it was a great time.
So then, how did you go to the fish and chips place?
And then the fish and chips place was,
Season two.
I hated working, so like it would be my mum forcing me to like, you know, make sure you go to the open day or whatever it is, like the interview day. And then so I didn't, and then like the last job left was like the smelly fish and chip shop because no one wanted to do that. Do you know what I mean? That was like cameras on there because you've got the till, can't get any extra money, not even add any of the food.
Shit gig.
Nah, shit gig. What I'd do, I'll sleeve up a little sausage or a couple nuggets, then go back into the back room and then like just have a look, and I'd be like so happy, I'm starving, stoned out my mind. Yeah, it was a good time. It wasn't good time. It was okay.
Really good.
Yeah, sleeving up a sausage.
Yeah.
It sort of makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. Was that the worst of your jobs though? I've read that you had a couple of other shockers when you're 16 or 17.
Yeah, bro. Like the first job was working at fucking double. Oh no, first job was a cleaner. That was that was just like, you know, again, like basically I used to sell weed, innit? So I didn't. So in my eyes, I'm cool. Like I've got money. Yeah. In my mum's eyes, what the hell are you doing?
You're a layabout.
You're a layabout. You've got. She doesn't realise how dedicated I am to my craft.
Yeah. One day I'll explain to you, mother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you'll feel like such an idiot. Yeah. But yeah, so then it was that one of those ones where I'm like pretending to CV, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Nothing. And then she was like, right, well, Susie's husband's Eric's got a carpet shop. You can be a cleaner there. Cleaner? Fucking hell. And I'm like, whatever, 16. And then, I spoke about this on another podcast, but so it's not boring. But anyway, I got caught out by just like sitting on a swivel chair hoovering. And then he comes in and I'm like, oh, sorry. And he's like, yeah, see you later. So that was that. And then it was Weather Seal Holdings, which is a double glazing, cold calling double glazing.
Nice.
So it's just like the deadest job. Like no one like.
Do you not do a show in double glazing?
Say again.
Do you not do a TV show in double glazing? Was it a double glazing salesman or something?
Nah.
Well, maybe not.
It's not me. You probably think about Idris Elba.
No, yeah. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, carry on.
but I was not bad shout though.
Sounds like a good show.
Yeah,
well, because I know you put the carpets into People Just Do Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Beats used to? He went and worked.
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
He worked in a couple shop for a bit.
Even the egg boxes was from my real life, like because I used to. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
So no, it was Weather Seal. It was alright though because you could smoke in the office and you could smoke spliffs downstairs.
Yeah, nice.
No, that's a good
I
deal.
was like, wow, I can't even do that at home.
Yeah.
This is great.
Step up.
Yeah. But they were obviously horrible. Like no one wants to be called. Do you know what I mean? Like offered.
Do they still exist? I've never had a call because no one has a phone anymore.
No.
As in, everyone has a phone.
No.
But you used to call at home, right? And then you
now you get people from call centres around the world saying they're O2 instead.
Yeah, but you just never pick those calls up.
No,
it
exactly,
says suspected spam.
I know,
So you just,
it's true.
So how do you go from those sort of part-time jobs to leaving school and then eventually getting to People Just Do Nothing? I mean,
so then I went to college in Kingston, and then it started being a little bit more of a like people from different cultures and that in the college, because they could be coming down from all parts of London, mainly West London, because like we're sort of like, on the peripheral of that. And then suddenly the fact that I was into music and like I was in like garage and all that, we used to do that back in the day, from like the ages of whatever, 14, 15, I'd be like grounded and then like smoking weed and listening to Delight FM Pirate Radio. Got me obsessed with it. Then I used to do Pirate Radio, like mainly like jungle and garage and the early grime sort of MCing. And then that became a thing and a little bit of a like known around your area kind of thing. And then it dies and everyone, some people become a builder and something. I remember we used to DJ, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, I'm 20, what am I doing? Go to college to do music tech. Suddenly there, like everyone's like into hip hop and shit. And I was always into, so then I'm like rapping with them and I'm meeting people from different parts of London and stuff. And then they take me round their producer's house, who I thought also was going to be this like proper rude boy guy. And it was Hugo. He's a 4 foot, 4.5 foot of pure temptation. But and immediately, like he was such a talented producer, like he was a hip hop producer at the time, but just like making beats in his bedroom, had his little setup
like
there.
a legit producer.
Yeah.
A stupid question, but like...
I mean, we all were in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like making mixtapes, putting out videos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're not like, you're kind of doing it for yourself and you're seeing around you. But
Yeah,
you're not,
but
do you know what I mean? Like, and you think that's all you want as well. Like, yeah, you want to be underground, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he'd so he'd give me beats and blah, blah, blah. And then, but really and truly, I'd just go around there and smoke weed with him. And actually, you know, he's like, oh, I'm into the office. You know, like, I'm into Partridge. But when it came to like the music heads, it weren't really that. And then maybe I had to have a bit of a mask. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, you know, I think it was really him that kind of drilled it into me that you can be yourself and funny and just a weirdo. It's fine. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I am that. And it was like soulmates. Like, we didn't have to translate anything comedically to each other. Like, we got it. Yeah. It's like a language in which we spoke to each other immediately. Yeah. And then we started filming each other, like, just for ourselves, though. Like, I don't know, putting some clothes on in his house and pretending I'm an A&R, going on the computer, like, what about this? You know, and just stupid, like, ill thought out, but, like, fun for it. Like, let's watch it back. Like, whilst smoking a joint, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then, like, watching The Office, watching Partridge Together, Peep Show, like, documentaries that weren't even meant to be funny and just, like, rewinding and recreate, like, just obsessive. Because it felt fun, and we'd started at Thames Valley University, which is around the corner from his house. That's why I joined, and I just took the money in it. So like we went in twice, and then we were like, yeah, let's allow it actually, innit? And I was just like, I remember calling my mate and be like, you're right for money, because I just got like 1,800 into my account. It feels good. It feels like I'm literally a millionaire, Jeremy. Yeah. It was that, and then that is when he was like, oh, my mate Steve is he grew up with Steve in Brentford. He's like, my mate Steve, been to uni, blah blah blah. Now he's doing his year traveling. Like the people where I was from, that wasn't really a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it was more of a middle class thing. More if you went to uni, you understand that. Do you know what I mean? I was like, well, we're traveling around the world. It's a bit long, isn't it? And like, it's quite far from home. That's like how I was thinking of it. And he was like, yeah, he's going to stop up in Thailand for a month. Do you want to go link him? Like, we can use our money that we've got from this. Yeah, the free money. I was like, yeah, but mum thinks I'm at uni, right? And then I was like, Mum, like, it's really important. I need to, everything will figure itself out. Because before that, I was getting nicked. I was failing at everything I did. I was getting fired from jobs. She was like bursting into my room and searching and finding all my weak, you know. So to her as an immigrant parent who, my sister was born in Baghdad and lived a completely different life, she's raised the devil, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, please, like, you know, and it's just like, all right, cool. And I was lying, obviously. And then, went out there, met up with Steve, and it was immediate, just like I had with Hugo. Like, we're soulmates, straight up. Like, I don't need to translate anything. Yeah. We get each other. And then we started telling him about these characters, and I told him about, because I used to go, like, squat party, jungle raves and that, and I used to, like, get on it. So I'd tell him, you know, be like, yes, bruv, Seapa. And then he did, like, yes, bruv, Steve's. And I was like, that is amazing. And then we got to people on the beach and pretend we're on pills and, like, no one's filming either, just pranking them for each other. And then that's how we got close. And I remember Steve saying, we should maybe try and do something with this when we get home. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, definitely, man. What does that even mean? Like, how do you do something? You know, like what? Being an actor.
He went away and
so then we came back.
Something, or?
No, we came back, and our friend Ben, his friend Ben, at the time, but now, you know, it's family, but he had a camera. Asim, who plays Jabadi G, he used to film hip-hop hood videos because he was a rapper as well. You know, back at the time where you can have a Canon 7D, kind of, it looks like I'm going, that's just for photos, not understanding. You don't have to have a massive camera. You could, it's affordable suddenly, and it's in your hands. You can put it on YouTube. It was the start of original content on YouTube before it was like just cat spinning around on a chair or an MTV video ripped from it, you know? So it was in your hands in a way, but I didn't understand that. And then I was like, oh, okay, sick. And so they started filming little bits. It was all improv. We'd meet up just to say, where would the story go? Like you know, I don't know, like the first episode is like, we're trying to make a beat, you know what I mean? And that's that, and it goes wrong or whatever, do you know what I mean? And I remember like the first time doing it being like, what if no one takes my rap shit seriously? Like still having that ego, do you know what I mean? And they're like, just go for it, man. And like, I was a little bit embarrassed, but it was okay because we were all together and we felt like we could lean on each other. And then, yeah, man, I'm so glad I did it. Like Asim was the same. Asim, it wasn't until the third webisode where he had this prank call character, Jabadi G, that him and Hugo used to do. They used to like call brothels and like just for their mixtapes to do little skits, and it was always in that character, like based on his uncles and dad and that. And then he was still rapping and not interested to be doing any of that. And we're like, bro, like, it's hilarious. You need to do it. So he gave it a go, and he kind of was a little bit like, I don't know, like, the rap shit I was going to take seriously. And I mean, look at him now. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, because without him, do you think the show would have been taken up? Because like, it's just a lovely counterbalance to
definitely.
you guys.
And it's also like a, not broad in a bad way, but like a slightly more broad, like and more relatable maybe, and warmer as well. Like he brings that warmth to the show, I think. But I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it was about Pirate Rate. Like even when it got picked up, it was it got picked up by Asher Tala, who made The Office. But again, we got these. Sorry if I sound boring, because I've said it on other podcasts, but like, stop
People
me
like
if you
to
need
hear
to.
it.
Okay, cool. Like we got an email after we'd done like 5 webisodes that we hadn't in
they were like relatively infrequent.
Infrequent. We did it in like 3 years.
Like months between.
Because
exactly.
everyone's got their dead end jobs, or like you're trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to convince like Dan, who's decoy, to like drive me to there, and then he ends up just being in it. Do you know what I mean? This is all like my mate Joel, who was Weapon X. He literally just was that guy in real life. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like convincing people to be free and do it, and they sort of don't understand what the hell we're doing, and why we're doing it. But then we get this email from Rough Cut, and the company is owned by Asher Tala. And then we were like, it's the man. They're trying to change it, like not understanding how lucky it is to have a fucking Skit in the door. Do you know what I mean? Like now I understand that. And then we turn up there all in tracksuits, all talking over each other, and Ash is just there. And he was, just before that on the thing it said Ash, and we looked him up and he produced The Office. So maybe actually it might be a good idea, because we recognise him obviously. A lot of like Ricky Gervais' stand-up had him in and stuff, and we're like, wow, I mean, I guess he knows what he's talking about then. And I was like, look, we're not performing monkeys. We want to do it in our way. Because we come from like a hip-hop world where it's like, do it, we've got to do it to I don't know, in a sort of organic way or whatever. Yeah. And he was like, I just want to help make this better and bigger and put it out there. Like, okay, like we get to retain everything and write on it and stuff. No, we were like, can we just sort of improv? Like when we got the pilot from the BBC, 2 weeks later we got a pilot from the BBC.
That quick?
He just pushed it. He was just like, Ash is sick in those scenarios. Like you want him, like he's a shark, but you want him on your side. Do you know what I mean? So I guess that was helpful. Again, we didn't have any clue, and then he was like, look, you got a pilot. It doesn't guarantee anything. But we were like, sweet, we just sort of rock up, just improv. No, they're investing money into it. You need to write a script.
Down.
Writing, wow, okay. And then it was like, between all of us, but sort of me and Steve were heading it up. And then like, it was like, if you imagine, I don't know, like a script is now like 5 or 6 drafts. It was like, whatever, 20 drafts. Do you know what I mean? Like it took us a while.
Were you getting stoned when you were writing or not? Back in
No, we stopped before.
Really?
Yeah, we stopped just before that, really. Steve was never really on that sort of shit. And I wasn't any. Oh, yeah, no, I wasn't anymore. I was, getting anxiety from it. Pathetic. Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
we've all been there, mate. We've all given up the game,
yeah.
Because Steve still, in every single shot, looks like whatever the makeup they're doing in those eyes.
So Steve had never done any drugs.
Really?
Which is crazy, isn't it? He's a great actor.
Unbelievable, yeah. Like the most realistic session I've
He's
ever
got
seen.
a really bad cocaine habit now. So
He's making up a lost time.
Yeah. That's a joke, of course.
Why did you change your name from Sniper to Grindah then?
Oh, yeah. So, actually, not many people have asked that when it's such an obvious question. I'm joking.
Well, it is if you watch the web series.
It's
Speeds and Sniper, then it's Speeds and Grindah.
Yeah, basically what happened was there is this guy in Iron Apple called AM Sniper. Big him up, man. Great guy.
Yeah.
He let's just say that his family are very important on that island, and
did he get legal?
So some threats.
Well, it's sort of like they're very powerful on that island, and he thought also he's Cypriot, right?
Yeah.
So in the show I say I'm quarter Cypriot because I'm Kurdish. I just freestyle that to say something else.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with that, right? And Sniper, and he's got a little beard like that. He's like, oh, you're mocking me. Do you know what I mean? And we obviously weren't. And I was like, whatever, innit? Like, because obviously we're not doing that, blah, blah, blah. But then, the BBC were like, I mean, it's a pilot, and we're not, if someone wants to take us to court, we're not going to pay that money for you guys, so you got to change it.
Change your name.
So a lot of the rhymes rhymed with Sniper, so I just took Grindah, and then it's funny that it was a gay app, and it was like, but it was just so I didn't have to change lyrics.
What about Uncle K?
Uncle K
had some beef with him from Tower Block of Dreams.
Do you know what? We could talk about this because we spoke about early on. We spoke about the fact that Tower Block Dreams was part of the inspiration for it, and then people be online like they never talk about it. Like, we don't need to say the same story every time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But what happened is like I used to do pirate radio back in the day. That was my background. I used to MC everything, right? That's how I grew up.
Yeah.
Raves, everything. And then when I met back up with Hugo, we started watching Tower Block Dreams. The first episode was Skinny Man and Charlie Sloth, actually.
Yeah.
We were like obsessed with it. And then there was one episode with Killer, which was Y2KFM.
Yeah.
And early on, we were like, oh, we didn't even think it was real. We were like, oh, wow, this is hilarious. So it kind of inspired and reminded us back from the characters we met in the pirate radio days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all that was, isn't it? And that's all I can say, really.
Because he was sort of creating rumours that you guys like made him take down his pages and stuff like that. That can't be
Absolute
true.
bollocks. Like, we never, like, but like, we've had letters from him, like, legal, like, all of that stuff, but it's not intellectual property. Do you know what I mean?
No.
And everything we did from that moment on was its own show, completely different. Yeah. So it's like, I can't, that's all I can say. Do you know what I mean? Like, big him up. Like, that's
big up
all I
Uncle
can
K.
say. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about bigging up people, Ed Sheeran, Craig David, amazing people you've done collabs with.
Yeah.
You must have had a lot of like fuck me moments, but which was your favourite one?
Yeah. Oh man, I guess like, maybe like the moment we had with Craig David, because weirdly, like, well, not weirdly, but his career kind of detoured when we ran the Bo Selector stuff.
Yeah.
So to have like comedians, like to when we thought the idea is like, there's no way he's gonna want like to work with comedians after what he went through.
Like, here we go again, like.
But with us, the joke's always on us. Like, we're the idiots. Do you know what I mean? It never comes from a mean place. So like, it worked out, and then he was obviously a little bit wary about it. And then we had that amazing moment on 60 Minutes where it's just like we brought him out as the last cherry on and everyone went mental.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was just, and I was smiling. I was out of character. Like, do you know what I mean? It was an amazing moment.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up on him. Do you know what I mean? And like, and as a joke, as Grindah, I'd always be like, we brought Craig David back. And then one day he was like, bro, like, honestly, you guys helped, towards it to bring the resurgence. And that's sick, man. Like, because he's part of what inspired me. So it's like full circle. Do you know what I mean?
What about Post Malone?
Yeah. Post Malone's well safe, man. Like, he
is he?
Yeah, he's well safe. I mean, I ain't seen him for years, but like,
I've been worried.
He
about
was.
Him.
Yeah. Again, I think that's just him being healthy and losing weight. Yeah. So like with Post, I think he like tweeted something. I don't know. Like, I can't remember what it was, but like something like, I don't know, 108.9 or like big up MC Grindah or something like that. And then a follower had screenshot it and sent it to me, and I was like, oh, okay, that's mad, because usually, I don't know, you don't want to feel like you're begging it, so you don't, which is dumb. Like, you should always, but that's an American. And I'm like, I didn't know they knew about that there. So I immediately tweeted, like, inboxed him, and I was like, how the fuck do you know about the show? And he's like, oh shit, MC Grindah, my, like his, like one of his management was from Brixton or something like that. So they put him on, and he's like, if you're ever in LA, man, come through. Like, definitely, man. Like, bullshit. You know what I mean? Then he came to play in the UK, and he messaged, like, he's like, I'm coming to play, because I would never remind it. You know what I mean? It'd be, like, just like, that's just what you say, isn't it? And then like, he was playing in like Brixton Electric as well. Like, it was just after White Iverson, so like he'd had his first big hit, but it wasn't massive. And then come down there, and there was loads of heads trying to talk to him and stuff, and you sort of feel a bit like degrading trying to like, so just like, just like leave him to it. Do you know what I mean? We're just like chilling on one corner of the room, and he's like, yo, like, come through, like, oh, okay, sweet. He sort of just wants to fuck around with us and like talk about dicks or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't want all these people being like, I sing as well, and like try, you know what I mean? Like, you just wanted like some normal head, like weird freaks like us. And then got us on stage with him. So we're just standing next to him when he's on stage, and then afterwards, after party and all that. And
didn't you end up like shooting his weapons, or was that?
Oh yeah, so no, we didn't shoot. Wow, fucking hell. Okay, so we so then when we went to LA.
Where have I been? I don't know.
We went to LA, and then he was like, "Yeah, come through if you want to shoot a skit or whatever." We're like, all right, sick. We just got some random local camera crew, and it was all just off the cuff. Just I was like, I'm gonna just go along with it, and I'm gonna teach you how to MC. He's like, all right, cool, sweet. And then we were already in his house and he was late. It's quite weird. I let him in his house. And then
home.
and then he was just like, and he loves smoking bare fags and that, and he was just smoking, and like I was like, I'm gonna teach you how to MC. To sing it, and then we did that whole skit. Great, sweet. Just went along with it. Like didn't even like break character. He was great straight away. And then we were like, I was in his kitchen. He had like loads of his mates with him all drinking, like a sort of frat party sort of vibes. And I was like, oh, cool, a lighter. And it was like a gun. And he was like, wait, put that down. I was like, oh, shit, it's a real gun. That's insane. Why is that on the kitchen counter? And then he's like, yeah, I'll show you. And then he showed us other madder ones. But he's like, don't film those.
No.
So that's all we'll say.
But so you're still writing loads of other shows, a couple of other shows with the boys, which it must be quite a rewarding process to keep the sort of band together.
Yeah.
But is there anything going to come back from people just do nothing? I mean, there are rumours always of like spin-offs with your buddy, or there's
I mean, no, we spoke about that, and kind of sort of gave it the blessing as well. But it's a time thing. Do you know what I mean? And it has to be the right idea. I don't think it can just be coming back to the sitcom and it's just your body. Do you know what I mean? I think it needs to be a different, whole different concept, like what Partridge does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it's the right one, then we do it. But if not, you don't want to force things. Same with People See Nothing. Do you know what I mean? We just wanted to end it there and like on a high, hopefully. And like if we want to visit the characters in like 5 years, see where they're at or whatever, that might be interesting.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it doesn't feel interesting because we've kind of done a lot. Do you know what I mean?
You like to party the night away till 10 in the morning, but what about the night you won the BAFTAs? You partying late? What happened? Because that must.
Didn't.
It's very cool winning a BAFTA.
Yeah.
I know.
Have you won one?
It's 2017 now, though, isn't it? Have you won one? Did you?
No.
Oh, right.
Top
No, it's only Ben.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. It was. It's a while ago now, so I don't show off about it anymore. He's like, should have won another one by now.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
Yeah, but I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Don't
want to sell out
My
again.
choice.
Yeah.
No, it was that night was insane. Like we were nominated for a BAFTA the year before. So I think the first time things happen, you maybe have a little delusion in your mind, like maybe. And then it doesn't. And so the next time you're like, obviously it's not going to happen. Like we're just here for a great night and just look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? And and it was like, Fleabag was in the running. And Fleabag was huge then. I'm not saying this to show off. Fleabag's an amazing show.
Yeah.
And so it's pointless to, do you know what I mean? It felt like pointless.
She's probably got it.
Yeah. And rightly so it would have been as well.
Yeah.
Lucky working class box ticking's a thing.
Yeah.
I'll take that. But when it happened, it was just an amazing moment.
So, but did you party? What was the party like?
So we afterwards, the BAFTA party is just like drinks afterwards, and then some people dancing on the dance floor and just chatting shit, and then there's the after parties. But I was just like, I just wanted to go home and just like lie in my bed. I was just like lying in my bed, still in my suit, just like, this is mad. Do you know what I mean? I was a bit like, sometimes you get a bit weird in those situations. It's you either go like, "Whoa, it's amazing," or like, "Fuck, man, like I can't really concentrate on. I need to sort of leave." Do you know what I mean? It felt like that. Like I need to just feel the moment. Do you know what I mean? Which sounds wanky, but it was.
No, definitely.
Maybe a bit emotional, I guess, as well.
Ben, I mean, obviously your dad sadly never got to see your success, right, on the screen.
Yeah.
Which is tragic, because was it just you got the pilot just before he passed away?
Yeah. Exactly that. Yeah, I called him and but he didn't know what I said anymore because he had cancer and it was everywhere, sort of thing. Yeah.
But ultimately, you get your love for food originally through him and his amazing creations. Ben, have you tried to create something beautiful today?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Go on.
I think I've failed.
No, go on. What is it?
Well, I've made is it kifta?
You made kifta?
Yeah, but
wow, whatever it is, I respect you for.
They've sat in the soupy sauce.
Oh my god, you made that one?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yes, that's the best one.
They've swollen up.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
And I feel they might fall apart.
Well, that happens just because you're not a professional auntie.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fine. I can't believe you even tried. That's a hard dish to do, man. Actually, I'm really.
We had it last night for dinner.
Wow.
I'll be honest, because I wanted to check it wasn't.
I can't believe this. Honestly, what the fuck?
But anyway, you chat.
You're white.
Deceptively.
Yeah. That's amazing, man.
When you're doing obviously the brilliant film in Japan to sort of bring it to an end, a couple of scenes which are now iconic. One never actually made the screen when I think Steve goes to an onsen.
Yeah, how fucking hell. Yeah. Yes.
But that's not iconic because it never made the script. What happened there?
Okay, so that was based on, as Beats goes to the onsen, right?
Yeah.
It's based on when I went with Taste Cadets to Japan.
Yeah.
Because we went a year before on a research trip. Yeah. I went with Hugo Chegwin that plays Beats. Research trip for the film. The last week I got the boys over and we did some Taste Cadet stuff. Yeah. And Marky is tattooed head to toe, and out there it's mainly a Yakuza thing. If you've got tattoos, right, it's sort of looked down upon. So if you go to an onsen or if you go to we were just in our hotel, went to the swimming pool, and like if you've got little tattoos, I'll give you like plasters or little rubber bands to cover it. Really? And then with Marky, they brought him a fucking diving suit, the whole thing. And he was like, yeah, I'll probably just allow it, man. I don't need to swim that much. Yeah. So in the film, we have a bit where it's like Beats and Grindah split up and Beats is really down. So he goes to the onsen with Decoy, just have a little deeper meaningful, and gets to the desk and they're like, oh no, you can't come with your tattoos. He's like, all right, looks down at himself, and then it cuts to them just chatting in the onsen like that. Yeah. And then he goes, really pours his heart out, and there's guys with their asses walking past and that. And he's like, thanks for listening, man. And he just gets up in a fucking diving suit.
Oh, that's brilliant.
But it was, it's kind of quite random if you've never
I've just got to report the kifter has not survived.
It's exploded.
That's the journey, but
it's exploded.
They've just swallowed, and now I microwaved it to make it. And I don't look. Sit the fuck down, dickhead. Sit down.
What's happened?
No, they've just. It's not good.
That's fine.
But I'm going to give you something.
I can smell it. It smells good.
Does it smell alright?
It
smells good.
You know, this is my favourite food of all time. It's
really?
my death row meal.
Well, Ben does try to do his research on the food.
I cannot believe this. No, I know, but
not in that form.
I'm just impressed that you tried.
That was it, and now it's all in there.
Amazing.
But just.
So Ben, can you talk the listeners through?
I'm just going to give you a tiny one.
Yeah, sweet.
Ben, can you talk the listeners through what it is if they don't know?
Yeah.
No, what's the dish?
Little hair on the plate, nice. Yeah.
You get the pubic hair as well.
Yeah.
What's the dish?
So the dish, you make like a sour soup.
Yes.
It's meant to have chardy bits in it and some herbs and stuff.
I cannot believe.
So you make that.
Wow.
Then you make. I always thought they were called kibbeh, but
we call them kifta.
Okay,
Kurdish.
kifta.
Yeah.
You sort of make a dough. Could be with bulgur wheat, could be with rye. This is with rice with lamb mince in it.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Press it out in your hand and you make a delicious lamb mince.
Yeah.
Pine nuts. I didn't put raisins in.
He is an ex-professional
I don't
chef.
do raisins either.
No, really? Okay.
Wow.
Here we go. Press it in, do it into a little ball, and then you. Well, can you fry it?
Yeah. You just boil it in the sauce.
Because I just boiled this in the soup.
Yeah.
Last night they looked beautiful.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
And then I just microwaved it this morning. I didn't look. I put it in the bag, and now it's come out.
It's hard because it's a quantity thing. It's a quantity thing, right? How did you just do rice?
Rice, a little bit of semolina. Semolina.
Did you blend it?
Did you blended it?
You blended the rice.
But I think maybe it was too wet.
Did you blend the rice raw?
No, I cooked it.
Yeah, you meant to have it raw. Yeah. So you blend the rice.
Done me.
So I know, yeah. But so you blend. You need aunties, innit? So you blend. There's a cheat. You can use rice flour. Or my mum's like, that's not the real version. Yeah, she soaks her rice overnight in cold water. It's just a bit softer, but it's not cooked. Then you blend it and it makes like a paste, the thingy. And then you start mixing it with a little bit of lamb mince, the raw lamb mince on the outside. And then you stuff it with the cooked.
Fuck you.
I know, yeah.
People are telling me to cook it till mushy.
But do you know what?
He is an ex-professional chef, so you shouldn't give him too much respect.
No, it's not even that. It's the fact that kufta silek, this one is not that common, right? There's another red version. There's the Arabic version, right? And you've specifically gone to the one that has Swiss. You even said it should have Swiss chard.
I couldn't get hold of
this
chard.
Is beautiful.
Wrong time of year.
I didn't know what Swiss chard
You're
was
welling
called
up
when I was younger. No,
I didn't think I'd see this.
Silek, yeah. And then recently,
but would it be Swiss chard or was it?
It is Swiss chard. It is
green.
No, it is Swiss chard.
Okay, it is Swiss chard.
And my mum would be like, it's just called Silek, but it's not. There will be an English. Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah. But mate, amazing.
I've tried my best. Freddie, you can have this.
Well, have a little taste of that. I mean, tell us what you think if it tastes.
Classic.
I couldn't get chard. It's the wrong season, so I just done herbs and stuff like that instead. Anyway, I think it's delicious. I'm pleased.
It's all about the taste, anyway.
And it wasn't meant to do that. Where are we? Are we in the right sort of ballpark?
You're in the right ballpark. Never going to taste like my mum's, but flavour-wise, you're in the right ballpark. Obviously, texture-wise, it's turned into a bit of a risotto.
Turned into a risotto.
Yeah.
It's quite a nice taste. It's
you
like
know
a
what?
modern take on
Kurdish
it.
risotto. No one's ever done that before,
Yeah.
you know?
So
I
no,
might
it's
text Nandine.
You know, I was going to say, you know, you get the small plates
Yeah.
places that, exactly.
just finally on the film, the fight
touched on the telly,
scene
sorry.
in Big in Japan, obviously the most iconic, or one of the most iconic in the film. Was that meant to happen? Apparently,
Which one?
the fight scene.
Yeah. So the fight scene was, we were meant to just be arguing.
Yeah.
And we're both dressed in like morph suits and stuff, and you know, I haven't got the best body. I'll be honest. And me and Hugo in our little pear shapes, just like meant to just be arguing. And I was like, on the last take, let's just go for it. Don't say anything. So yeah, go on, that's right. And then we just started wrestling and pathetically fighting on the floor, and it made the cut. Sometimes they're the best bits, man.
We are going to move, as we have this beautiful food, onto your go-to food, which is like some quick fires.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben, you okay?
I just want to say, if anyone tries to trademark a Kurdish risotto, fuck you. I invented it on the podcast.
Facts. And I've got to get a bit of money for next time.
You can have-
Inspired you.
I don't know, 80-20.
Let's
done.
start with your.
Can I just say, Ben, you are not a white devil. You accept you into
beautiful.
the community.
Wow.
So sweet. You're the only person that's ever done that.
Well,
Because to most people, I am.
let's start
White
with
devil.
your go-to delivery order.
Just normal.
Maybe not when you're hungover. It's just like normal.
Mangal 1 mixed grill. I'm in the catchment zone.
Yeah.
Nice. Get the big bread. Put it in the oven though again. Get it crispy
Your
up a
oven
little bit.
work is exemplary.
It is, yeah.
But
I've
like
got to. Yeah, I need things crispy and
Yeah.
hot. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll get a mixed grill, maybe like a lahma chun just to start as well.
Oh.
And then the mixed cold starters. You can't really go wrong with that. Do you know what I mean? Always satisfied. Thank you,
I'm
Baba.
livid you're in the catchment. to be
Yeah,
honest.
it's great.
You cook, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what's the dish that you cook most, like midweek, kind of casual-ish?
Oh man, it's just real simple. I try to counteract the fact that I eat shit on the weekends.
Yeah.
So it will be something like chicken thighs and Lebanese spices on a bed of like chickpeas and some yogurt on the side. So it's like high protein.
Wow.
You know, turmeric spices, like a little bit of baharat, like you know what I mean. So it's just you're just hitting a few little things and you feel satisfied. A nice little, they're called different in different languages, but the chopped tomato, parsley, and cucumber salad on the side. Yeah, man, something like that. What do you know? What? Weirdly, I've got another hangover routine that's mental.
Go on.
And it's making.
Well, the first one was pretty crazy.
Will you shut the fuck up?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. It is making a whole pot of dolma, which is like what aunties do all day.
So dolma, because I've watched obviously when you went to Nandina.
Yeah, it's that thing. Yeah.
That is that. It's the stuffed in the kind of vegetables. Because I always thought it was just the vine leaves. And then you put them in the thing. And
Yeah. So again,
It kinda
when
could be
you're
both.
part of diaspora, you sort of forget what words are what. But
Yeah.
in Kurdish, yaprach, I think just means vine leaves, but it's it's a word for the whole thing as well. Do you know what I mean? But dolma is what you'd call it.
on
in
a hangover,
Arabic.
you'll stand at home.
Literally, so I'm like, it's almost like like when you're a bit like have a punishment button on a hangover, like wanking too much or what. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like I'm there. I'm like, and it's like 5 o'clock. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking make dolma.
Right, okay.
And then like by 11 at night, I'm sitting there like, this is banging. But yeah, I sit there and I'm like, I'm coring out the courgette. I'm taking out stuff in the tomato. I'm billing up all the vine leaves. I'm blanching the onions, cabbage, and Swiss chard to make it easier to roll. But then it's something I've done good for myself in my hangover because it's what I have for the next 3 or 4 days in the fridge
And it gets
for the week.
better and better. Like as it all sits.
And
it
imagine
gets
you've got
better.
the lamb on the bone at the bottom that you're like, I mean, it's amazing, man.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What about meal deal combination?
Meal deal.
We used to ask, we stopped asking, people got angry, we're asking again.
Yeah.
What is your go-to meal
really
deal?
deal with meal deals,
Come
man,
on, you
'cause
must have had one.
I'm above that. I'm
Yeah.
rich. No, I'm joking. But we're talking like a classic Tesco
Yeah.
meal deal, whatever, yeah. Or any other supermarkets in case you're sponsored.
Yeah.
I would just go for but one day. So like I would just go for I'm pretty. This is me actually. Yeah, chicken and bacon sandwich, ready salted crisps, or salt and vinegar, and a big bottle of water.
Really?
Yeah,
It's nice. It's
that's
quite
mad.
restrained.
It's quite restrained.
Yeah, I like it though.
Because
That's the same bit of you getting the half
constantly
margarita.
in
It's like-
guilt mode.
Yeah,
of
right.
what I
Yeah.
eat. It's like I have an eating disorder. I'm constantly in guilt mode.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, well, if I had the banh mi, that's bread. Like, you know, like constantly because I eat so. Because on Tastegates, it's just all out the window. Whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, my phone's clear. I've got the thing. Guilty pleasure.
Oh, right. Well, I'm always in guilt mode. I've spoke about this in another podcast, but it is a bone-dry cheese sandwich. So we're talking about food as well, not sexual desires. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So like, what's it called? Brown like granary with seeds. You know, just whatever.
Yeah, like the sliced one.
Yeah, sliced. In the toaster, cranked right up, so it comes out basically black. Just, you know, normal Cathedral City, mature cheddar, like a thick, cold slice just in the middle and like that, with a pint of water because you're literally tears are streaming down your eyes and your throat's ripped.
Carving your
literally. I don't know what
it
comes from.
I
do know where it comes from. It comes from, you know, whoever you might be into food and from a foreign family, but as a child you will always have a difficult phase where your mum brings you a sandwich. I didn't want the tomato in it. I didn't want I just wanted That is from that. It reminds me of.
And then is she like, "Fuck you! I'm going to burn the toast." Like, why is it burnt? Why is the toast?
I don't know.
You're going to be such a prick.
And he's just ramming it down my throat. No,
why is the toast burnt?
I know. I've got a great answer for this. All right. No, it's not the answer. I think we always just like quite crunchy and crispy things. Yeah. And then I'd keep yanking it up. Okay. So it would always be a thing. Me and Kieran used to live together, and after a night out, I'd be like, he'd be telling me about whatever. We're breaking down the night out together, and I'm just sitting in my pants on the counter, just like eating that.
What about go-to random fridge snack combo? You open the fridge late at night, and you put things together which maybe don't go together, but just work beautifully.
Man, I ain't really got shit like that. It'd probably just be like normal, like you know, to cut off a bit of salami with some cheese. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not really. But my thing is the fact that I'm eating so many different things. So in the stomach they are that. Do you know what I mean? So and like
so
you know,
the stomach
almost like a sugar crash vibes, like eating a plum while a pear's in my hand while there's a. Do you know what I mean? Like something in the toaster. Like I still do that. I still do that. Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've got any weird shit. Nah, not really.
Like people do.
Nah,
not many people do.
No.
Nah. It's quite a chef thing, isn't it? It's like, I quite like Doritos, like crumbled on shit.
Yeah, they take great pride in it. They build
exactly.
something very special.
Yeah.
Whilst being really humble.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I love chefs, obviously.
Yeah.
Not the chef bros, though. You can suck my dick.
Sorry, I
go on,
you're
going to load me up? Come on. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You were mid-answer.
That's so good. I love that in the M&S. Bringing the two worlds together.
Yeah. Can we get a sponsor? I mean, can we get M&S to sponsor us, please?
Thank you, man.
A little bit more Kurdish.
Love
risotto,
that. Thank you very much. Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
I did invent it on this show. Can we do some locations, Freddie?
Yeah, please.
Yeah? If you're going out to eat, again, casual weeknight, where are you going?
Oh, a casual is always going to be something like a Song Q.
Nice.
Green
one.
Right? Green one. And I mean, I learned recently it's pronounced Song Quay, but well, I can't bring myself to say it just in case someone's like, what?
Yeah. You changed.
But it is, but it is, it's Song Quay.
What's the order?
I'm always going for I was about to lie then, because the best thing on there is the mixed beef bombo hue when you get the chalua sausage and everything.
Yeah.
But when I'm trying to be healthy, it's just a chicken pho usually. But then I usually have bolalot, which is beef and betel leaves, and chicken satay first. So really, it's all out the window because I've just had a massive meal. But and their chicken satay is actually fried, not grilled, and that's why it's so good. Yeah. I said it to the guy when you know too much. Went, Yes, and I went. I also cabbage. Seaweed's actually cabbage, isn't it? Everyone knows that. All right. Yeah.
What about if you're heading out for a special sub? You just won the BAFTAs. You've just got another black card. You've just got. Are you married?
No,
you're not.
Engaged.
You're engaged. Congratulations. Okay.
Sorry, guys. Yeah.
No, that's all right.
Yeah.
What about where are you heading for a big blowout meal?
Oh man, I don't like. I'm not really a fine dining guy. I'll do it because it's interesting or whatever, but I wouldn't be able to really tell you where that spot is. Do you know what I mean? Like, but for me, it would be something like a mountain or something like that. Yeah. It's like a still honest, simple food, but done in a nice surrounding.
Yeah.
I went to This is quite a nice date night location,
Go
actually. I went to One Club Row the other day.
Oh, yeah, we're going soon.
Yeah.
Hype. It's like very hypey, right?
Yeah, it is.
So
and I don't usually like.
No, I'm not. That
but that's the thing.
Right,
I've seen
Sounds
it all
like
over.
it,
But actually, But actually, I really enjoyed it, man. Like, it's very just like a New York
so
spot,
cool.
white tablecloth. There's a burger on the menu, which is annoying because I always want to order the burger. So then we started going around, and then I just got the burger as well as everything else. Yeah. Like really good pork schnitzel on there. It's just like really
what
good.
you want to eat.
Again, it's what you want to eat basically. Yeah. Really nice cocktails, like friendly staff that you can chat to. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Sounds
sort
great.
of imagine coming on my own and chatting.
Yeah, it sounds great if you're lonely.
Yeah.
So I'll make it there later tonight. Jamie, what are you doing later?
Are you a pub person?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Do you have a boozer, like what's a go-to boozer?
I'm not always at the pub, but it's more before a night out.
Yeah, right.
So I'll be like coaching horses in Soho. Good Guinness. You can spill out onto the street.
Yeah.
All the little heads that I know from Soho will be like someone who's be coming past. Cool. Do you know what I mean? Like sweet.
It's good vibe in there.
I like the Old Shillelagh, Army and Navy. Just all the bait ones really, man. But I like a Guinness and they're good. Yeah.
What about a hidden gem or a little secret place not many people know about? Could be anywhere. It could be outside England. Could be outside.
Yeah. Oh, that's England. Fuck me, the whole world.
It could be anywhere.
Yeah. This little stall just off of Quang
No, but you've been
4
but you've been in some interesting places. I mean, even in Marseille, you can turn left or right a rhubarb and get to some amazing.
Oh yeah,
places.
okay, go Marseille. Yeah, I mean, there's loads. You go to, I think it's pronounced Nuit, like which means
night.
Does anyone speak French?
It means night, I think. Is it?
Or noodles. How'd you say noodles?
Don't know.
It means noodles.
It means noodles.
Yeah.
It's the word for noodles.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a noodle place.
Yeah, you go. No, it's not.
It's not.
It's the area. It's the Arab Quarter, right in the centre.
Oh right, yeah.
And you walk through, and you just get some.
No.
It's something like that.
Whatever
isn't it?
you said.
Yeah.
Basically what it is.
And it's you get some mahjouba, which is like to the untrained eye, because let me. But like
Risotto.
a North African kind of stretch out doughy bread with some nice red pepper paste inside. Like, those sort of spots, man. I love
Beautiful.
that. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I like to sort of start with those spots. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
when you come off the plane. And...
Yeah.
Can you do for us, like a performing seal, a foodie your dream foodie weekend away?
Great. I was going to say Marseille.
Yeah.
You fucked it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that though. I'll continue off the back of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to send you to Southeast Asia. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Someone said Mexico the other day, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm down, but that's insane.
I know, it's insane.
But didn't they? I'm like, when you knackered?
I mean, that was a Mexican guy.
It was a Mexican
But
guy.
he did do it the weekend.
When's he decompressing? Like,
I know.
He was like, and then I'm like, that's the nap time.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you have your night out. Like,
Straight in.
oh, shit. But I
He
guess...
had details as well.
Yeah,
he
was sick.
He was out Friday back Sunday as well. Like, he wasn't fucking
It was like
around.
he'd done it as well, wasn't he?
Yeah. He definitely done it.
He finished off with sushi in the airport, which I was like, mate, that is dodgy. Wow. When you got an 11-hour flight to come.
Yeah.
Mexican grade sushi. I don't know. I would be risking it.
I'm not down for that. Yeah, but he's got an iron stomach.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's good to go.
He's not pathetic like me. I'm shit after a couple of tacos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Marseille just because it's so. I went again recently. Sorry, man, I keep burping. I went again recently, and it's so quick to get to, man. It's like an hour and 45.
Yeah.
You're there. You know, you don't feel like you've been on a massive trip. You're ready to go straight out. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I would do. I'd drop my bags off and go straight to Nuit, however you say it. And it's right in the centre. Like you've got it's 10 minutes walk down from the pier and stuff. So you can feel like you've seen it. Go straight to Nuit. I'll go get myself a mahjouba. They've also got these amazing, like, their version of Bordeaux. Do you know what I mean? Like, filled with meat and stuff. Amazing. Really accessible, really easy. Obviously, I'm head to toe in Lacoste and TNs.
Of course.
So they think I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But / they think I'm an undercover, probably.
Yeah.
We did a Taste Cadets thing that we've all got on mic wires and, like, three, like, late 30s guys in Lacoste and TNs. Yeah, they're undercovers. Yeah. And because Kieran used to live there as well, so I got a little, like... affinity to it, and his dialect of French he speaks is North African dialect because he used to work on the building sites of all like the Algerians and Moroccans and stuff. So anyone that meets him like, oh, what, you lived in the hood there?
You got the slang.
Yeah, it's a flex.
That,
it's sick.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'd do that. Then I'd go. There's a bakery around the corner there. that I had an amazing chai latte there the other day, because I don't drink coffee, but I want to be part of that coffee culture.
Yeah. Because what is it? It's a chai latte or a hot chocolate at that point, isn't it?
Exactly. Or
you're
a
not
matcha. I'm a matcha
Yeah, because
guy.
you're not overpaying for a tea.
No, but you're not going to go into a coffee place in France. Do you guys do matcha? Because they don't.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, and then, so yeah, it's a sick bakery. I mean, I can find the name. I don't know if that's really unuseful, but it's a sick bakery on the corner, like a hipster spot, but on the corner of the Arab Quarter. Do that. Then I'll go down to. I'll go Bonnie's.
Yeah.
Which my friend Megan owns a place there now. She's an amazing chef. Do you know her? She used to work at Black Axe Mangal, Scottish girl. She's from Glasgow, and now she lives out there and just open her spot. We went there the other day, and it's just like dish of the day, proper French style,
nice.
plat de jour or whatever.
Yeah.
And and I don't eat seafood. I'm like, fuck, what's the dish of the day? She's like, I've got steak tartare and schnitzel. Perfect. Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Ideal.
Amazing. Nice fresh bread. You're sitting there on the street. Oh. Lovely. Then I'll probably have a little nap.
Yeah.
Then I'd go to get on the old lime scooters.
Yes.
And go down all the way down the coast, past the beach where everyone cotches, and then there's a spot where like the sort of like the young Algerian dudes going and just like jump in the water, and that's just rocks and stuff, but it's like really easy swimming and stuff, so you go there, sunbathe, have a little swim there. Then I'd go back. Is
that the little hidden kind of
it's like a little
Lido-y
cove
bit?
Yes, exactly. There's a little Lido next to it as well. It's a sick spot.
Great if you're not a very strong swimmer.
Yeah, but there's also a bit you can get in from when do you know what I mean? Like,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Are you a strong swimmer?
No.
Are you not?
Breaststroke.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's right, I'll keep you afloat.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right, yeah. Then I'll go back for a nap. Then pop down to Livingston. Yeah. Oh, no, do you know where else I really love? I know, we'll save that for the next day. Yeah. Livingston,
Days to film.
Yeah. There's a bar next to it, I forgot the name. Have a few sort of natural wines, nice little chilled red or whatever. Go to Livingston and get a nice meal. Yeah. Cool, see where the night takes you. There's that square. There's a really nice square where everyone sits out drinking and stuff. Just go there, do you know what I mean? And see what happens. There's also another place that's, it's just Megan took us there. It's just like a door. And then you go in and it's just everyone's smoking there. And it's like an old sort of jazz bar sort of vibe. Pretty sick. And just Google the door. Whatever,
The door in Marseille.
Yeah, exactly. Next day, I can't be fucked to continue this for the whole weekend. So the next day, I'm going to go to the place I really wanted to go to, and I forgot the name. What's it called? Next to the steps.
With the graffiti on the outside. Yeah.
Should find it though, really.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called right now. But it's sort of 6 or 7 different.
Okay, while we're waiting, we go to Mercery.
Yeah.
We go there. We have some beautiful food. I had an amazing meal there last time. Limat, and then we go to Limat. Then we get the flight back. Fuck it off in the motor. Do you know what I mean? Oh no! Jesus Christ! No, we're not.
You've forgotten it all.
I've forgotten it all. This is what I did last time from the airport. To the airport. Then after that, you go to Chez Nadine.
Yes.
Which is, you've got the Nui Arab Quarter here, then you've got the main road where you have all like the Marseille shop and all that. I'll go and get myself a Marseille t-shirt, Marseille cap last time.
Some soap as well,
and
maybe.
then some soap, some lavender.
Yeah.
Go to the famous the famous cook shop.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, it's sick. I forgot the name. A Maison something.
Maison Empereur.
Yeah, that's it.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I go for I'm just browsing. Go for a walk, get a few, because I'm not going to take a pan back.
No.
I haven't paid for luggage.
Hold each.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
That's it. But instead I got like a tiny wooden spoon. Oh, that'd be useful for something. And then
memories.
a few tea towels that I can give away. So I've done that. So I'm walking around with my other bag. You feel good when you've shopped. Yeah, nice. And then I go to Chez Nadine, and I can explain the situation. I did it last time. Like, we used to go to like, there's a place called Bull. Like, there's a few different Moroccan spots, right? But obviously they're up and down. Like, if you go somewhere that Anthony Bourdain used to go to 20 years ago, it's gonna change. You know what I mean? So then people would, told me to go to this spot. So I'm walking down the street. I'm on my own. I got my flight in like 3 hours, and I need to get a couscous, like, because it's fire out there. Tunisian spot. I'm walking down the road. I see all the fucking Tunisian rude boys outside sitting, like, smoking fag after fag. I'm like, me walking past sort of autistically, like, looking, there's no sign. Up and down. Great, they think I'm a fed. And then I like walk past them. I go, hey, Chez Nadine's like, yeah. Beautiful, like auntie, like, sits me down right next to them on the table here. They're here. I'm here. at the end of the road, there's like 6 trappers with dogs and shit, like just like shotting on the corner or whatever. Then you got like a little, you know, like a young man under the influence that lives on the street, just walking up and down, chatting to them. The next thing you know, a foot goes on the ledge right next to my shoulder. He's gone to grab something, giving it to them, they're chatting. I'm like, I'm basically just in a sort of French version of The Wire. It's pretty cool. And they don't bat. It's not like here where they're like, what you said, like, they're not batting an eyelid. Like granted, they're smoking fag after fag is going into my nose as I'm trying to eat. I'm a little bit annoyed, but I can't say anything. And then police come, start searching everyone. One of them goes in, starts eating a pastry, acting like he's doing nothing. And then the police leave, and then I finished my meal.
You were just finishing up the couscous.
Finished my meal. I thought that was I had sick people watching. So you can do the whole coffee people watching it, but sometimes go to the hood, people watch. Get on the plane, belly full of amazing couscous. I go for couscous royale usually, which would be you get a meatball, like a kofta style meatball. You get some lamb on the bone. You get a merguez and you get chicken. Yeah, beautiful. And she didn't have it. She didn't have merguez, so I just had the lamb version, but it's still fire. Okay. And once your broth goes down, she comes and brings you more broth. Oh, nice. And remember to ask for harissa so you can mix it into the broth.
Nice.
Is that the move?
That's the move, yeah.
Only downside is the airport road, isn't it?
The airport's terrible, bro. But I did get a little hipster sandwich because even though I just ate, I need a sandwich for the airport. It's just something to do. It's so boring there, isn't it? Got a little one of those cooler quenchers from Starbucks because it's boiling. Then I had my little hipster sandwich. Nice. It was all right. It was like, you know, when they've only got the aubergine one left, but you wanted the chicken. That sort of vibe. But good bread, you know, ate it, got on the plane and watched Fred and West Rose documentary.
Oh, yeah. That'll cheer
Fred
you up.
and Rose West.
Yeah. Cheer you up after the weekend.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. We'll bring you back down to reality.
Yeah. Amazing how many bodies he got in the garden.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? With no one knowing.
I know.
And also, he's
great
like, I was like,
work.
how the fuck did he get a mortgage? Do you know what I mean? Like,
different times.
You know, different. No, that's what I thought. I thought it's so expensive. He's at different times because he's not getting a landlord coming around to check, so it's definitely a mortgage. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't seem like the sharpest. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no. Also, patio expense on materials.
So how's he drilling and digging that out without people noticing?
Actually, a very gifted layer.
He is actually, and that is how he got his house.
Yeah.
Talented.
Anyway, you've been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope to see you again very soon. We're going to finish as we always do, and we're just going to remind everyone you can use the code GOTOBLINK to get a month free of Blink, and also send us in your horror stories.
Us in the horror stories
from the restaurant world, front of house, back of house, or even as a customer. Maybe you've experienced. I don't know why you'd want a POS system if you're a customer, but if you do, send us in. We're going to finish off as we always do. What is your go-to 3-course meal, sir?
Okay,
it's getting excited.
The real version of this.
Well, the real version? Not the risotto.
I'd like another go.
I'd love that, bro. You know what, my friends, the reason I was so impressed with him because my friends always threaten me, you know, like, mate, I'm going to cook some Iraqi food, you'll come round, and they never do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're like, I did some sort of spiced chicken. That's banging, but But anyway, so it would be kufta silek. I'll have that as a starter, you know, like a little bowl of it, because that's my starter then. Then for main,
just a selfish question: do you eat anything else with it? Like, would you put some like seasoned yogurt on it or anything like that, or is it just that's the dish?
No, I don't. Yeah, that's the dish. But you could, you know, Kurdish people probably have bread and salad on the table as well, right? And fresh leaves and spring onion. Very spring. It's a very spring sort of dish.
Okay, nice.
Anyway, so
to break your flow. But...
No, not at all. Yeah, so I'd have that spread as well. And then for mains, I'd have Czech roast duck with cabbage and dumplings.
I've heard you talk about this roast duck.
Yeah. It doesn't sound much to
anyone. Is it wintry? Is it like
very
heavy?
Winter. Yeah, it's very heavy. Like, you know, communist Prague. Yeah. Their vegetables are all pickled.
Fucking good food. Have you been there with Taste Cadets yet?
Yes, but not.
You should go back.
Yeah, we need to.
I think in the last couple of years, even
you went hard on Prague.
I went this year. It's amazing.
I wouldn't mind getting some recos off you because I only know the real Czech spots, but like I actually haven't seen it from another perspective.
There's some serious places out there.
Yeah, I know they've got really good Vietnamese.
Because I took my girlfine out there. She's like, "Why the fuck are we going to Prague? Like, it's just a stag do place." I was like, "No, it's actually."
Oh yeah.
And it was amazing.
And he went, "Seapa's from Prague."
Yeah. No, but honestly, didn't stop eating incredible things the whole time.
So did you have the duck out there? Did you have the...
We did duck one of the days, yeah.
Yeah, or it's the same as like when you have the pork and cabbage and dumplings. It's just a really comforting food. Yeah. I understand that it might be strange. I mean, not to you guys, but like when I was younger, I understood that like someone from England, they might not want sauerkraut. Do you know what I mean? So I'm doing that, and then I'm doing profiteroles. I love profiteroles. They're good, right?
Yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm weird for saying it.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. They're like profiteroles out of everything. I love profiteroles.
Because I've got the pastry, the cream, and then the chocolate.
It's the best. I love cream.
So 1, 2, 3, yeah.
I tell you what though, like that's my comfort, right? But then I've got the restaurant version, which would be it's Italian food. It would be like actually, it used to be an antipasti spread. Now it's a banh mi for start.
Yeah.
It's a banh mi to start, like a mixed pork banh mi to start, and then I'm doing something super simple, auntie cooking, like beef shin with pappardelle, and cacio pepe, like it's spread, cacio pepe. Nice rocket salad, amazing bread, probably French bread though.
What's that with Italian? Yeah,
and all the charcuteries and everything on the side. And then I'm still going profiteroles at the end.
Yeah, nice.
Well, Seeps, thank you so much for coming, man. You're absolute legend. Guys, we hope you enjoyed that. We're sure you did. Please check out that Blink deal. Leave us a good rating. Make sure you subscribe if you're on YouTube, and we'll see you all again soon. What song do you want us to play you out with? I mean, surely we're going to have to play you out with one of your own tunes.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Which one are you going
let's
for?
say Your Mum Loves Garage.
Your Mum Loves Garage.
Yeah.
Mate, thank you so much, man. Those are go-tos. Cheers, mate.
Nice one, man. Thank you.